And welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Minecraft and I am Monster to Mermaid. Hi. Hi. Yes, I am a mermaid. And I'm going to change my view right away. People are still up. What time of day is it? It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, their time even. Look at this matching time. 2 o'clock my time in the afternoon, 2 o'clock their time in the afternoon. Very, very cool. And here we are. We're right outside of the original second builder that we built. This is the underwater builder. And this is Malaya's place still. And even though she does not live in this house anymore, which is why there is this door here, because this house now belongs to someone else. Malaya, actually lives around the corner in the Covenstead in Aeon. And she lives right here with Russell. Russell is the Covenstead guardian in this one. This is their bedroom and their living area. So they've got a really nice little tiny home there. So we're going to look at some things, look at some people, and look at some things that we might need some more of. I don't see Malaya, and so I think she's waiting for food somewhere. So let's go up here. I want to see if Jerome is actually serving people, because sometimes when I can't find people, they're sitting in a restaurant, but she is not. She's not sitting in a restaurant. And Jerome and Camilla seem to be okay. So Jerome is the only restaurant that has a partner chef. And that is one of the reasons why we need some more people. That's one of the reasons. We also have a small amount of researchers and and when the students graduate, hola! Hello, Mr. Villager. To the bem. ¿Cómo este voci? ¿Cómo está voci? That's it, yes. And I am asking Mr. Villager how he is in Portuguese. And look at you. Where did you get that from?
Is there a problem?
Yeah, there might be. Where did you get that bow from? A quick shot. Nah, give this to me. Ask for another one. I'm going to put it away. He's like, you just took my bow. Yes, I did, Marcel. I'm going to, he'll have to get another one. There comes Angel. Angel's got a bow. And I want them to make some bows for them. I don't want them using the specials. All they're doing is practicing. And I want to hold on to the specials for right now. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Vincentius Primus comes in. He might want one of them. And so I'm holding on to them for that purpose. So I'm going to the warehouse. I'm going to see how many of these bows there actually are. So I've got a bunch. See all these? So, and here's another. So the fisher, Nadia, she probably got this quick shot bow. Let me see if there are any others. There's another one right there, but let me see how many there are. There are two. So let's see if I can find both of them in the same place. Let's go downstairs. I don't see them here. Let's see how difficult they're going to be to find. Not too difficult. Here's one. And it's both of them. So there's a power 4. And look at that. An infinity power 4 punch bow. That's crazy. Yeah, no, they can't practice with these. They're not going to practice with these. These are specials, and we'll hold on to them for a while. I'd like to get to the point where I have bows made that I can do something with them. And you must say thanks to me about yesterday's hint. I accidentally saved the life of a villager. Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Let's order some bows. We should be able to get string. Let's order some bows. Didn't we move the post office in here someplace? Where did, there it is. Next to the doorway. Bows. Let's see. Let's order 7. Well, let's order 10. So there's some for the archery and some to fix. And what do I need? And that's it. So the Fletcher is going to make string out of wool, and we do have wool. And yes, Mr. Villager, tell me. And so we'll look at that. And then let me look here for a minute. I want to see something. Benedict finished. Dun, 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 dun. He finished working on, I think, the level 4 of the concrete mixer. And this is going to be interesting. He had gotten influenza, and then he got worse, and it became pneumonia. And maybe you, if you hadn't suggested about increasing the priority of the clinic build site. Yes. Well, for those who don't know, Mr. Villager was asking which was more important yesterday at a particular time. And one of the choices that he was looking at was a clinic, a mythic site, I believe, and Palisades. I believe those were the 3. Look at this. This is new. Look at what it looks like. And I suggested to him that a clinic would be good because people get sick in the beginning. And so that would come in handy. And so that is what he is referring to. And wow, isn't this nice? So we're going to get Leighton to come back to work. Leighton's been doing teaching at the university. He's been teaching concrete techniques that he's learned from the MERS. And so now he's going to come back and do some work. And as you can see, he's a 30 stamina and a 27 dexterity. He's perfect for doing this. And yes, so the next thing I want to do, the thing that I'm not looking at is out this window. You can just barely see, but we have a new submarine. It is the concrete mixer submarine. And it is outside, and I think we'll get to it. Yes? You think that's funny?
What a majestic name for a seagoing vessel.
The concrete mixers.
HMS concrete mixer.
The HMS concrete mixer. Vincentius Primus, everybody. Yeah, that. So we're going to go around the corner here, and we're going to use the docks. The loading dock, cargo bay entrance right here, this airlock. We're going to come down and we're going to look at a couple of our submarines. So up here on the other side of the courier shop is one of the little courier tugs. It doesn't have a cargo barge attached. It's just getting some gasoline or electricity. And then down here, here's another one of the little cargo barges with a tug attached to the front. And that's what they look like. And so let's come here. And there it is. It has to back out. It pulls in and then backs out into the submarine corridor. But this is the newest submarine. And we don't have, we're not showing how we get into it as yet. That is window right there. I imagine that there's going to be some way to get into it, but right now it's in the process of being built. Now, Benedict is building these, but I want him to build from a new house. And that is what we're going to find out about right now. Let's take this up. This is another airlock in the smelter hallway. These are all the smelteries. We have the stone smelter, and you saved from possible small pandemic, a typhoid fever one. Whoa! And looks like someone dirty water from an old well because it actually had been demolished for this case. Ah, nice story, Mr. Villager. Very nice story. I like it. So we're going to come down here. Benedict lives with Jillian, and Jillian and Benedict, they met at university, not here, before they came to the facility. And when they met, they of course, fell in love and all of that. And, but she was coming here because her brother was here. And she picked the facility over the island because the island already had a teacher and the facility didn't have a teacher when Jillian joined. So this was actually good for her. So then Benedict wasn't sure that he wanted to come here, but then he got sort of excited about some of the projects that he heard were going on here. Let's come up here. So this is where Jania used to be, and we are going to move Jania into Benedict's shop, builder's shop, and we're going to move Benedict into this shop. And so let me find him for a moment. He should come up pretty quickly. So yes, so they've had a kid here, Benedict and Jillian, and they're now, I believe they're actually grandparents by now. And let's see if I can find, there he is. So we're going to move him. He started out in this shop and then got moved upstairs, but now he's going to return to this shop because he and Jillian are going to live here. Is there someone, who is that? It looks like they are here. Ah, there they are. Okay, good. Okay, so they live there. And yes, so they're home and now he's home. So he works right here. This is his shop right outside his door, and she works right here. This is the school right here, and it works out perfectly. Now we did have them here. I think I'm going to take this away. I think I'm actually going to take this away and replace this stairwell piece right here, simply because it's not elegant and we don't need it actually, as we started moving people into their own places. So let's see. I'm going to look and see what Mr. Villager is saying while I look at this for a moment. And let me get a pickaxe and let's begin. So I might hold on to this just in cases, but this part here is going to go away. And yeah, and so we'll take out the shutters and the door pieces and all of that. But while I'm thinking about all of this, let's look and see. Mr. Villager is saying in chat that they built 2 new shelters for housing new villagers, 8 new villagers, and they had 3 that were born and 2 who immigrated to the town. That sounds pretty cool. That definitely sounds pretty amazing. So we have a couple of things that we're going to do. I want to see how many people I still need and begin to look at the fact that I'm going to want to maybe have another set of children, because we need restaurant cooks, and I don't want to import them. I don't want to have them come in from someplace else. The flooring in here, so what we'll do is we'll take this flooring out and we will use it in another section. So we'll repurpose all of this flooring right here and have it be for another build someplace else, and that'll be good. Look what we found. We found some iron. And yes, so we need at least 3 more cooks. So Jerome has Camilla as a cook, but Peyton and I believe this is Peyton right here. Peyton and Parnell and Houston do not have anyone. And it is Peyton. Hi, Ronald. Do not have anyone. And so in that case, that is what we're trying to do. And if you were here last time, we were actually, yeah, see, that's much better. I think we're just going to have to leave it like this. If you were here last time, you saw that we were getting food done. 1, 2, and I think that's going to be it. I think it's just going to be 2 pieces of iron coming from there. So, so I can check, for instance, right now even, I think what I'll do is I'll check Peyton and see who some of our last kids, what do they want to do with their lives, see where they're headed and what it seems like they're going to want to do. I'm closing that room up for right now. What I might do is just leave that doorway just in case, just in cases, and figure out that maybe I'll put a house around it or do something like that, but I don't think so. I think I'm not going to. I think I'm just going to leave this corner. Now, the other corners all have the stair piece, and maybe I will feel like putting that stair piece in again in the future, and that is something we can look at. How dark is it going to be if I remove that? That's not too dark. Okay, so yes, this was an arcology house that we were trying to fit in here, and that's why we have those arcology pieces up there. And for the time being right now, we're just going to bury them in the wall. And this is what happens a lot in buildings that are done in cities when they go to build something else. This is really dark over here, that they just go ahead and cover things up. That it's easier than trying to take everything out. And in a way it's good, because then it's like history. Its history is buried in the walls, which is quite curious. So part of that wall is the house next door. There's a house next door to this, and part of that is part of their construction. So judging from here, this is going to be a flat wall anyway, because the stairwell comes out beyond this piece right here on this side, so it goes up from there. So we can still put in all of this area. Let's see. And one villager died because he was attacked by a wild pig. Wow, and the wound was only one of the factors because the pig transmitted rabies. He got rabies. Oh, man. You are quite the storyteller, sir. You absolutely are. And in the last 3 times, the hunting has become more easy with a high presence of animals in the area. Dangerous animals, it sounds like, but definitely sounds like a new place, a new level of being able to be self-sufficient is what it sounds like is going on. Do I just want to put a door here? Do I just want to put a door here for a moment? Why don't we just do that? I'm just going to put this door here so that I remember that that's what's supposed to be there. And let's make that go away. And then we can just build this out if we want to, just to make it match. On this side, this is 1, 2. So 1, 2 would be right in front of this. So why don't we do this like this and have that piece come there and see what's happening here. Let's take these away. These 3. Whoop. What's that? What's that? What's that? Why are you here? Oh, there's the original stairs. Yay! So we at least know we're in the right place because the original stairs are right there. So let's bring some of this down in this area right here. And yeah. And so what do I need here? Let's take these pieces away so that I can put this in. And there. All right. And then we don't have this on this top part here over here. But this one's going to have it because it had that house there. So, and then here, this is 1 block back from this, is this. So we can do this part back and then this part in front. And there we go. So this is where the stairs used to be. I'm just going to put this here for right now, and we'll come back and work on that later. That was just while we were looking at some things. And this will reduce part of the disease tax, and now you'll have better food. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, it does sound like that will be the case. So we have this bakery here, but we're going to go over to Peyton and let's see if we actually have anyone who can be the second cook. Oh, and we're forgetting about one of the other kids who took over the town hall restaurant. So Yusuf is a professor, Case is a professor, Gemma is a professor. So we have Callan, who has 8, and Jania, who is not working. So let's do a couple things. It's nighttime, but we're going to start. We're looking, Benedict is set. We're going to go around, we're going to go upstairs to the concrete mixer and have Benedict start working. Whoa, sorry. My turn to get pushed that time. And have Benedict start working on the submarine in the concrete mixer. So we came out the wrong way. That happens sometimes. And we're going to come right to here, go down, and let's go back to the concrete mixer and have Benedict start working on it. And it's down here in this hallway. So in this hallway where the concrete mixer is, this is another one of these places. We have this right here. We could actually put a house in right here. And I want to see if that's possible. I'm looking at the map And when I'm facing this way, there's nothing in that darkness right there. So I think I could. Look, you can see the submarine on the map for the concrete mixer. And so we're going to, it's a big submarine. So we're going to have Benedict finish it. And let's come here. The builder is Benedict. Upgrade the building. Now, while he's doing that, we're actually going to have Jania go back to her original shop. So Jania was one of the first builders who wasn't one of the first four. It turned out that she had wonderful skills for building, and so she was given the shop upstairs right here, and now she has returned. Hello. She has returned to that shop right now because we like this shop for her. This is better for the ones that she's going to work on. And Jania lives, if I'm not mistaken, she lives in Aeon. Let me see if she does. Jania hasn't had a partner yet, a permanent partner. Some people have partners, but they aren't permanent. So they're just kind of dating or, keeping company, but they're not. And there's Jania right here. So she is pleasantly settled into one of the apartments in Aeon. And so, so see, that's her commute. We just did it. And so let's go to the farms for a minute. There's a problem in the farm country, and we're going to have Jania work on it. And that is the same problem as the crusher, where I miscalculated again when I placed this building. So when this building is being worked on, this is the level 3, cancel the upgrade, and the upgrade should be being done by, I'm going to cancel because I want Jania to work on it. And there we go, upgrade the building. And so she's going to work on it from that shop. And this is what I noticed. So do I have any tape, any construction tape? I don't have any construction tape. On the outside, it looked like the construction tape was taking away a portion of this corner, and it's definitely taking away a portion of this hall. Not the building, not the farm building, but this hall piece right here. So this is the reason why we want to get this up to a level 5, so that will be finally finished, and then we can make sure that that's doing. Salut, Mixasa, salut. And so here's the airlock, the farm airlock right here. And this is our newest farmer. And this is only a level 3, so we still have to work on this. And I forgot that this is only a level 3 blast. You know what's going to happen. So see these arches? He's going to put them back in right here. He's going to put those arches back in, right in that spot right there. So I might as well go ahead right now and move these signs, put one here and put tomato, no, too high, Tomato. Comment ça va? Comment ça va, Mixasa? And then over here, the scallions, let's put this right here, SCALION, there we go. Okay, because when we have the builder come and do this, they're going to want to tear that part down, and we'll have to fix it later. After that's level 5, look at the tomatoes. Look at this. This is gorgeous. I'm doing good. I'm doing good today. Today was very good. We were having a belated celebration of Its Sensuous Primace's birthday, which was actually a few days ago. But we went out and we had a special dinner and lovely, lovely cake, which we haven't gotten yet. We'll have it later. But because the dinner was very filling and very delicious, and so we're just holding on to that. Now, Atticus actually is working this. I wasn't sure that he was, but he actually seems to be working that. And we can see that he's got several fields now. He is not doing the scallion field, he is doing lettuce, and he is doing canola, and he's doing pumpkins. And then Aaliyah is doing peanuts and melon, and she's obviously doing melon. Is she doing peanuts? Yes, I think she is. So this is good. This is what I was talking about. See that right there? That is the composter coming all the way over to here. That means that this wall is within the composter part. We're going to have a problem, Houston. We're going to have a problem right there. And since I see that problem right now, I'm just going to go ahead and put the glass up. So I'm putting glass up in these areas where I see this, because that means this wall's going to go way right here, and it's going to flood the entire field and uproot the plants and all that kind of stuff. I just picked some. So I'm going to put this here to take the place of this part right here. Now water is going to pour down into this hole. Why don't we close this hole up? We're going to close this hole up and use the other side so that water doesn't pour into the field from there. We can come down. There are three other ladders in here. So let's take this ladder down for now because of that. Now the question is, if it's going to do it up there, isn't it going to do it here? And of course it is. So I need to take this whole corridor right here and bring it back to here, just in anticipation of Jania opening up that wall and water coming through. Now I'm hoping that that is enough. We'll come back and check a little bit later. It's my fault. It's my fault. I thought I had it laid out properly, but I didn't quite. So yeah. What are my plans? So what I'm actually doing, and let me put, these are peanuts. I'm going to put those peanuts there. I just picked them by mistake, and I should have a stash box somewhere, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I think I'm going to need some more people, and when I start doing more people, it means that I might have to move some families. And that was one of the things that I was going to look at. And if that is what I'm going to do, because I don't have enough people to be the chefs, I don't want to bring any people in. We're going to have them. There are people here, couples here, who want to have kids. So this is what we're going to do today. And do that. So not as much building, Miksasa. How is your building coming along? Mr. Villager has been telling me about his town. How is the work that you're doing on your new style coming along? So Matlam and Miksasa are working on their new style. Look at this. See that there? You can see that other building. We'll keep that in mind. Really, Case? You couldn't use the door? Seriously? You have to climb over the counter? Okay. So that is one of the things that I want to look at right now, is how many Uh, if I start doing this, do I have enough places to shift people around, to move people who, if I move people out of places and move some other
Dum
people
dum dum
in?
dum dum dum.
And this is always the thing that happens. Jacob, what are you doing? You're not going to walk over, are you? I know where you're supposed to be going. So I hope you, yes, thank you. Please, I would appreciate it if you took the stairs and not swim. Okay, he wants to swim. You did 50%. Wow.
The food was great today.
Oh, thank you. Excellent. Yay. There's someone saying the new food menu. Speaking of new food menus, see that up there? That is the restaurant, and I bet he doesn't have any recipes yet. And so he's one of the ones, sure enough. And there's Derek. Hello, Derek. And Malaya, and they're both waiting to be fed. I believe this is Derek's restaurant right here. It sure is. Okay, and look, we've got scientists coming in. That is amazing. That's excellent. And at least you want to spend some time in Baldur's Gates. I don't know what that is. Baldur's Gate. Tell me about that. Let's come back. Okay, guys, I'll just have to wait till the scientists are done. Let's come here and let's look and see, first of all, what he's burning. And he is burning birch. And let's see what he has crafted. He does have melon. He can cook fish and potatoes. And so we're going to give him some crafted foods. So let's go to fish. Why don't we do fish? Fish is always best. And we know we can do fish and chips. We know we can do that style. And that they'll grow the food for fish and chips. And we can come over here and look. Nope. I'd have to be at a crafting table. I might be able to do it from this crafting table. I might be able to do it. Fish and chips. Fish and chips. And let's look at what it's made out of. So it's made out of fries, which needs cooking oil, and we can use canola for the cooking oil, potatoes, and pots. And that's something that we also, I think, did the other day to get Jaden to be able to make all those different pots. So this will be good. Ozan Toiger. I like that. Toiger, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's nice to see you, Ozan. And so we have salt, and so these are all going to be things that they can make. So this is why we're giving him these meals right now, and he can do that. Carrots and beets, we'll see. And so he has some. There's Ermias. Ermias is waiting. Ermias is our sugar farmer. Ermias, why are you here? And where is Derek? Did I lose a spot? See this right here? There's Malaya.
'Tis
Hi,
a fine
Malaya.
morning.
Yes, it is. Are you going to go and get something to eat now? Yes. Where the hell is Derek? Did he go to, is he sick? So he cooked some food and they're picking it up and now they're going back to work. He was here just a minute or two ago and he went, aw, look at this. They're having lunch together. Oh, I love it. You didn't get any food, did you? Let's see who this is. And there's Cassidy. I think Derek is sick. I think
I'm
Derek
going to do my best
went
work.
to the hospital. He wasn't feeling well. Who's this? Derek, is that you? There you are. All right, so let's look and see. What did he do with them?
Dum da 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 bum bum. So
Let me
what
get
will it be
him
for you?
right here. Skip. Let's look at inventory. Let's give him this. And now he'll feed everybody. And let's come back here. Let's look at, we could also do fish sandwiches. Zaf, Kiasu. Kiasu, Zaf, how are you? Kiasu, Posiste, Ise, I think it's Posise. And there he is. So now he's working. Let me get a sandwich, fish sandwich. Fish sandwich, a plain fish sandwich, which is this one. Basic fish sandwich. We'll give him those as well. Derek, where are you?
Fine morning, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I agree. All right, so he's settled until I get him a chef. I need to get him a partner chef. Zaf, are you okay? I was a little concerned because I know there are fires again on your island. I mean, in your country. I keep thinking about Greece as an island, but it's not. It's partial island, but it is mainland too. Do you have food in the restaurant storage? I try not to put food in the restaurant
Need something?
storage because if I do, it usually ends up back in the warehouse. So I don't usually do that. I know that if there's food in the storage that the people will be fed even if the restaurant, even if the chef isn't there.
I can
Did
help
you
you
get
with that.
anything yet? You do. You have something. You're just spending some time eating. That's what she's doing. Okay, but yes, I do know that you had 3 big ones. I was a little concerned about you, Zaf, because you weren't coming in to visit, and I was concerned that maybe one of those fires was in your area somewhere. And so I'm really glad to see you, because I was really kind of concerned about that. Okay, and let me go down for just a second. I've got some people. If I do this people, I really need to do a set of kids. I need to. It just takes so much time. So everybody, Mixessa and Mr. Villager, I'm not building today. I'm actually going to add 6 more kids. And that usually takes up all the time. So just for a minute, I'm going to go over to here, and that's for you too, Zeph. That I realize that the children thing is not, the people thing is one of the things that I just love about Minecolonies. I don't like empty towns. I don't. And so I know lots of people like building buildings and nobody lives there, and I just don't like it. So we're going to do this. This is going to be number 6, the number, the people that we have, the kids that are invited in, and whoops. And so I'm going to actually add right here. Let's do that. I need to have a space where I can put the next set of kids. And that's what I'm doing right now. So let's do this here. So this is going to be 6. And let's begin. You're staying a bit crazy. You're small. Theory about new colonist phrases are coming true. Okay. Yeah, they laugh. They do all sorts of things. Oh, Zan, thank you. Let's do it. Let's do the scary. Let's see who's going to have some kids and how we're going to move all the people around. And can we do it fast enough to get people going? Derek is saying, yeah, I'm ready. All right, everybody ready? Here we go. It's nighttime. People are going home. This is a good time to start. And we're going to come up here. And here we go. We'll come right to here and look. And so right now we have 69 people of 100, and we're going to add 6 more, which is going to be 75, a really nice amount. And so if we look at the people, you can see that our cooks are, we have 5, which means we have 4 restaurants, I believe. And we have 4 of the 5 couriers that we can have. And then our Fishers, our Fletchers, and all. So let's go to here. Kids is off. And let's begin. Turning on kids. So there's the first one. Holy good night, that was fast. Whoa. Leanna, A-N-N-A-G, Getting, G-E-D-D-I-N-G. She has parents here. We know that for sure. And we should get another one in just a moment. Let me see if I'm not getting them. And there's the next one, and the next one is Raylan Atherton. Okay, R-A-Y-L-A-N-B Atherton, E-R-T-O-N. Okay, so that's 2. We need 6 altogether. I have an Atherton in the city. I don't know whether they're here or they're on the island. And there is a Good Luck. Nova C. Good Luck. And I have Good Lucks. And once again, I'm not sure whether they're here or on the island. So I'll have to check afterwards. We've got the first 3. We need 3 more. And then we'll go down and put them in school. And then we'll find their parents. And so that's what we'll do. It's Wallace Goodnessstone. That's a new name. Wallace, W-A-L-I-C-E-H-G-O-O-D-N-E-S-T-O-N-E. Goodnessstone. Okay. And that's 4 and 2 more. And there is Mallory. Oh, there's an old name. She's from an old family. Coggshall, C-O-G-G-S-H-A-L-L. And now, with the last one, I'm going to have to turn off kids the minute this comes up. And we'll turn it off. And there it is. It is Adeline. So Adeline is the last one, and she's in Ashton. Adeline C. Ashton. Let's look at that. A-D-D-I-L-Y-N. C, I think. A-S-H-T-O-N. Okay, so kids is turned off, so we're not going to get any more. Let's do this really quickly. We're going to go down to Jillian's classroom, which is down in the residential area. And we're going to start by getting the kids enrolled in school so that in the morning, which it is not. Wow. That was scary. We now have a town. Did I get another kid after Adeline? No, I didn't. Okay, good. We have 75 people, and that makes a town. And not a lot of girls, I know. I saw that. And so we're going all the way down. And nope, we need to go down one more. This is the residential area, and this is where the school is. And we're coming in here. And the only reason I do 6 is that's all I can handle at once, because I have to find their parents. So let me come manage workers, pupils. So we have Adeline, Leanna, Mallory. And then we have Nova, we have Raylan, we have Wallace. So yeah, so you think both schools must have the same amount of people, in this case 3 and 1? Nope. This is where the children go to school. The school upstairs is the lecture hall for the university, and that's the way I like it. So all the kids are going to go to school here and live here down on the residential floor. So I have to find their parents and stuff, and this is my fun. So I'm going back up to the town hall to look through for the last names of these kids and see if I can find some matching last names first. And then we'll choose some parents to raise the kids who are new, who are orphans and who are coming in new, and let them have parents as well. So we'll go into here. Are you a teacher? Me? Or are you talking to Ozan? Are you talking to Mr. Villager? So Ashton, let's look for the getting name. Let's look for some of these names, these last names. See if we find one of these. Good luck. There's good luck. Okay, so there is Bryn and Walter having a kid. Yay! Yay! Let me make sure about something. I thought Bryn and Walter had a kid before. Let's make sure that they didn't. They did. This is Houston's kid. Houston's kid with whom? Ooh, we have to find out who Houston had this child with. Wow. Okay, so this is actually Houston's kid. Bryn is his mother. And let me do this right quick. I just want to put Houston's name there. And there we go, Houston. Okay, so we'll find out who the mother is in just a moment. Let's look for some others. Atherton, Getting. There's Dax. There's Dax, and it is Dax's kid. And let's put that name together, the Getting, Leanna. So Dax has a little girl named Leanna, and this is Daxton, D-A-X-T-O-N, that's an I. Getting is the father, and we'll find out who the mother is. And then we have an Atherton, a Coggeshall, and an Ashton, and there's the Atherton. The Atherton is Jacob, who is Dax's brother. They were both raised together, and they both are having kids at the same time. That's pretty interesting. They are grown up. They're both grown up. And let's look at Jacob. Let's see, O-B. These are Case Jr. and Everleigh's kids. Daxton and Jacob, who are having kids. Let me go here and let's just make sure I get the name, T-O-N. So we've got all the fathers this time, and we don't know who the mothers are. And let's see if we have another. I've got Ashton and Coggeshall. I know I don't have a Coggeshall here yet. I thought I had an Ashton, but I might not. And a Goodness Stone, I don't have that either. But I thought I had a Coggeshall. So I'm just looking to see if there's Wallace. That's who we're looking for. Here's, and we don't have anybody. All right, so when we look at our couples, we still have Arya and Kane. Arya and Kane don't have any kids yet, and they're on the kids list. And then I'll see, I believe that Arya and Kane had a kid last time. They did. So they're not on the list either. So they come off the list as well. Aaliyah hasn't had any children yet. So now I'm going to have to look and see what I can do about the kids. So right now, these, Leanna and Raylan, are both in the grandchildren, in Vivian and Case Senior's house. Let's look and see if there's actually room in this house for these kids. And then how would we do that? So their grandparents live here, and their great-grandparents live here. So this is Jacob and Dax. Jacob's a farmer, and Dax is here, and there are too many people. And so Rylan is already here, and Leanna's already here. So they're already here. The full 5 are already living here. So the 2 fathers are living in their parents' house with their kids. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They're the 5. And then the great-grandparents are in this bedroom right here, Vivian and Case Senior. So Everleigh is the mother here, but because she's a soldier, she's not listed. She's a guardian, so that's why she's not listed here. Congrats for your town. Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Villager. Yeah, 75. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. They're good. It's a house of males. Vivian is there, at least. And Everleigh checks in on them. And hi. Speaking of Everleigh, that's actually Everleigh, who just went up the stairs, humming, whistling. So yeah, so let's see if we can find, what time of day is it? Did we miss the first day of school? We did not. So let's see what they look like. We're going to go down. Those are the scientists right there. Let's go completely downstairs. And there they are. Look at them all. Look, look, look. There's Wallace, Leanna. There's Adeline.
I can
And
help
there's
you with that.
Mallory in the corner over there. There's Mallory. And over here, there is Nova and Raylan. And am I saying Nova? It's Nova. Yeah, it is Nova. Hi, Nova. And so there are all of our little kids. And now we have to get them into homes. So I think that I'm going to try and figure out who the mothers are and move them. This one's all ready. So I'm going to move one of the families into here, and it depends on the father. So Raylan, I think Jacob is Daxton is the farmer, and Jacob is, I'm going to have to look for them. There's Jacob. That's our composter. We need the farmer Jacob. So let's see, Atticus, Vivian. There's Jacob the farmer. And let's move him in here. And then we'll move Leanna out of the house with everyone else, and she's going to come down and live here with her dad. And there's Leanna. And now we need one of our women. And here is Ronald. What's the matter? What are you not getting?
So what will
What's
it be
wrong
for
with you? Why are you doing that? Why do you keep going blinking off and on?
Yes.
You want some better food. I know you do. Well, what
Oh,
are
hey.
you trying
Good
to
to see
give?
you.
That is interesting. Let's look here and look and see what's happening in the inventory. So she's used all her food, and we'll see. Sit down. You have twins? I don't think so. Not this time we don't. No, we don't have twins this time. Two kids from the same family. We have two kids, one from each brother. And that's what we have. Let me get her something. Let's do salad. Let's see what salads they'll do. So I've got mixed salad, I believe. Potato salad, I think, calls for too many things. Who has one? Nobody has one here. Yeah, because I can't look right now because I don't have a crafting table, let's go ahead and just do the fish. Let's do fishies. We're underwater, so we might as well go ahead. We have tons of potatoes, so we might as well go ahead and do that and do the fish sandwiches for right now. Let's make sure we don't lose that. And let's just give that to her for right now. Great.
I can help you with that.
There we go. Let's put these in. And let's see. Children all sit down and not make noise. Yeah, they are being very, very good. School's over for the day, I think.
Work.
Some of them are going to go out to the playground and look, they have homework and things like that. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So they might be just having a playground right now. So, or just coming back from lunch. I know,
What
Addie.
is it?
You need a place to live. Okay, so I need to find the parents for these kids. So I'm going to say that Dax, that there has to be someone. If I don't find the parents, if there are not enough women for these
I could help you with that.
dads, then it means that they were tourists. I have 3 kids who belong here and 3 kids who are adopted, and so we'll just have to check some of our couples and some of our families, and hopefully we can find them before they grow up. The children phrases are changed. Yes, all the town talk is actually changed. It all is. So we know that Kingston also. Let's have Kingston have one of these kids, and we know where Kingston lives, and we can have that child go in there. And let's have Kingston have Mallory. Let's tab over. I'm going to have give Kingston STON Mallory. So Mallory is actually coming from Jerome and Damon's house because Kingston is their kid. And I think the fastest way to get to their house would be to go to the hallway that's back here. This is the classroom that Mr. Villager was talking about, where he wanted to have some of the kids here. But this is the university classroom, and when they join CASE at the university, then they'll use that classroom at that particular time. Let's come down here. Let's go down this hall and let's get this person, this little one, Mallory, to be in a new house. So Mallory is going to be walked to school from here. And it's true, we don't have a lot of women. So this is going to be interesting. So this is where Damon and Jerome live. And where is he living? Kingston. Did we move him into separate housing? We did. I'm going to bring him back here to live with his parents. And let me make sure I'm right about that. I think I moved him into a little apartment, but now that he has the kid, I think he's going to want to live back home. And sure enough, he is theirs. So Jerome and Damon, let's move Kingston back here and Mallory here. So Kingston, we'll find him. He's actually a courier. And let's do Mallory. So there is, let's look and see, there's some of them now coming up, and there's Mallory. So we'll put Mallory here, and let's see if we can find, there's some of the couriers right there, and we should see Kingston in here, but we don't. So let's look. Did I skip? I know this is the hard way to do it, especially when you have 75 people, but I'm going to do it this way. So I still haven't seen him. I passed him, didn't I? I thought I did. All right, let's try this one more time from the top. So, see that? That is Wallace, Raylan, and Mallory. I believe Wallace and Raylan, I believe, have actually grown up already. But we're still going to give them parents. They're still teenagers, so we can still give them parents. I do not see Kingston. Why don't I see him? There, finally. Okay, so we're moving him back home. Let me make sure there's enough beds, because sometimes the beds get moved around in these places. So let me look here. Sure enough, there's only one bed, and we need there to be 2 beds in here. So let's add a bed to here. And these are brown beds. We're going to give Mallory a little pink bed. And we're going to put it on top of this one, and let's see if we can do this easily. I might not be able to, but let's see if I can. Shift, and I might have to put in, yes I do. All right, so let's get this bed. Let's take this out. Let's take some rock and put it here. Let's put the pink bed up first. Right here, shoot, and they just got off from work. And then let's put the brown bed on the bottom, right underneath, and there we go. And then let's take the headboard, or the end of the bed right there, and that allows them both to sleep there. This is good. I'm going to take away this brewing stand. I am going to put up on the top, let's find some dolls. Skeleton. We should have a little skeleton doll. We do. And I'm going to put the little skeleton doll right here. There we go. And that is her toy. And there we are. So this is their house. I'm looking at their traditional kitchen. And I might want to do something, but so far they're living just fine in this house. All right, so Camilla, oh, wait a minute. So Camilla, oh, it's Camilla's kid. Interesting. Let me see if that is actually true. Yes. So Camilla is the mother. Let us put in another bed for, actually, I'm going to move them downstairs. Now I have enough people, now that I know who the mother is, I'm going to actually move them down into a house. It's Camilla's kid. So Camilla is Jerome's second chef, and she has met Kingston because she works for Kingston's father. And so that is how they know each other. Let's go downstairs and let's give them a home right down here. Let's come down. Do I want to go farther than this? Do I want to go? Let's see how far down I can. Let's see if there's some place that I can put them in right away. I probably could put them in where, let's see who's here. This is Tinsley and Ronald. And let's move Tinsley and Ronald out. Manage housing, and let's move them out. And let's find Camille, Mallory. Wait, there's Mallory right here. Let's assign Mallory to here. Let's find Camilla, and let's find Kingston. There's Kingston, he's right here. And let's find Camilla, and there is Camilla, and she's here. Camilla is Amber and Ermias's kid. So I think Amber and Ermias are still down here. But there's one family for sure, and let me, just for a second, let me go here and put Camilla's name next to Mallory. And Camilla, C-A-M-I-L-L-A, and that way I'll know. Okay, dun, 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 we have one. Okay, I think 2 of the kids have grown up. Let's come over to the school and see here. And so see how many kids we have here. Let's come back here and let's look at students. And yes, 3 of the kids have grown up. So 3 of the kids have gone on to university. So we are going to enroll them in the university, the 3 kids, and then we'll continue looking for their parents. Yes, we will. So, sunflowers. That is pretty. It's pretty. That's very pretty. The kids, Zaf, that's beautiful. Yeah, what already? And that's the reason why I only do like 6 kids at a time. And I do 6 so that there are enough kids that they have friends and they grow up in a good community and that kind of thing. They don't grow up alone, and that's good for them. They have a social network. Let's do this. Let's manage workers. And we have room for all 3 kids. So we're going to move Mallory and Raylan and Wallace into school here. And they'll just have to commute from here. So Mallory, Kingston, and Camille's. Wallace doesn't have any parents yet. And Raylan, who's Jacob's kid, who's living with his grandparents, they grew up and they're going to attend university. Let's go. Yes, I know it's so fast. And I'm saying it's so fast. I'm sure there are tons of people who play this mod who say that the kids take too long to grow up. But I don't. You can make them grow up much faster by doing research in the university. It's like, nope, they grow up too fast already. And that apparently mimics real life, that lots of parents say kids grow up too fast. Okay, so now we have Adeline and Wallace who I have no idea. So I'm going back to the book for a minute. It's nighttime. I'm going back to the town hall book and I'm going to look. Yeah, I did. I got the perfect number. I got 75, which is the town number. And so we now have the equivalent number of people that Minecolonies calls a town. 75 people make a town. And so let's take this book. Let's come here and let's look at Adeline. Let's look for Addison for a minute and see where she is. Let's see how far up. Addison is Leighton and Peyton's kid. And Addison, I think Leighton and Peyton are still living downstairs, and Addison is their daughter. And I like that her name is Adeline. We're going to have Addison be the mother. And so let's come down here, and Addison is their child. So let's tab over and let's see. Addyson, and let's see if I spelled that right. Addisyn, Gibbs, Addison Gibbs, Addisyn. Isn't that an amazing spelling? Syn. Okay, Gibbs. And so she named her kid Adeline. Gibbs. Okay, and then we'll have to figure out who the dad is. But now we have to find Addison. So if Leighton is the parent, she might still be living at home. Let's find out what she's doing. We know where her parents are, more than likely. I have an idea that they're still on the residential level, but let's check and see how we can do that. So if yes, Mermaid, yes, you could give me a small advice. What should be prioritized now, a school or new fields? It depends. If you have children coming in now, you might want to have them go to school. If they go to school, then they get higher numbers, higher XP and higher skill levels. And that might make it better for you in the long run as far as being able to do things faster and things like that. That's one of the things you might want to consider. However, it depends on whether everyone's starving or not. And for the way that I like to do it, I like to have more than one builder. And that way you don't have to have that sharp choice where you can only do one thing at a time, and more than one builder would kind of help with that. So
I can help
now
you with that.
Jacob and Leanna are here. We'll find out who Leanna's mother is in a little bit, and this is where
I won't work during this
Ermias and hello. This is where Ermias and Amber are living. Ermias and Amber, let's look at this for a second. If I'm not mistaken, Ermias and Amber, we're going to look for their names. There we are. Ermias and Amber are Camilla's parents. So, if Ermias and Amber are Camilla's parents, we should actually move them into this house. Did I put them in? I kicked Tinsley and them out. Let's take these three and let's unassign them. And let's move them over with the grandparents who are still living on this level. So let's come here and let's move in Camilla, their daughter, Kingston, their daughter's partner, and where's the other one? Did I not get her? Oops, who is it? It is Mallory, okay, and Mallory right here. Let's put Mallory right there. All right, so let me go upstairs for 2 seconds and make sure there's enough beds in here because sometimes the beds are removed. 1, 2, and let's see here, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, all the beds are in this house. And so now there are 5 people: the grandparents, the daughter and her partner, and the child are living there. Now, we just got, who did we just get? We got Addison, and Addison's parents, I believe, are just who I was just looking at, Leighton and Peyton. Leighton and Peyton. Did you hear that? She was singing to the kids. That was interesting.
I could help you with that.
She was actually singing to the kids. This is Jaden and Cassidy here. Let me see if Ermias and Peyton are still here. This is Aria and Kane. And that's not a house. And here, this is empty. And over here this is Amber and Ermias. And yeah, wasn't that cute? Yeah, that really was. And this is Jacob and Leanna being here. Okay, so let's do this. Leighton and Peyton. Leighton is the concrete mixer. Peyton is wait a second. Hold on for a minute. Isn't that Peyton? Why aren't Leighton and Peyton living somewhere down? What? Do you hear that? Okay, so I'm going to move Leighton and Peyton into one of these. I think one of these is empty, and I'm going to move them in right now, and then I'm going to have to go someplace and get, I know Tinsley, and so there's Peyton. Let's come down to the kids. Let's come down to where the kids are. Leighton and Peyton, and their kid is Addison. And let's make sure before I move everybody. Yes, okay. Leighton, Peyton, Addison, and Adeline. So I just found Peyton. And let's find Leighton. I know it's strange, but that's it. Leighton. I'm going to try not to go too fast. Yep, there's a thunderstorm upstairs. So we're going to come across Adeline first, probably. Leighton. But we did not. Okay. Let's find. We're still looking for Leighton, and we are still looking for Adeline, and we're at the bottom. All right, I missed it. So there's Peyton. Let's try and do this as there's Addison. That was Addison, right? So there's the mom. And now we just have to find Adeline. Adeline and the granddad. So there's Adeline. And let's find Grandpappy. Let's find Leighton. And see. Come on, you can do it. Did I miss him again? If you see him go, stop. Yeah, I'm going to get to the bottom again, I think, and I missed him. There he is. Yay, Dana. I just noticed that Gibbs name. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. This is Addison Yeah, that works perfectly. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. Dun, 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 dun. So their kid, so Addison's kid is Adeline, and they're all going to live here. Let me go upstairs and make sure that these are done. And she was singing, and she's very good. Yeah. So one there, and there. And there, and there. Okay, I'm going to have to go out. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, and it is thunderstorm. It is possible for people to get struck by lightning. We do have people on the surface. We do have the our surface. Wow, it's just having a complete fit. So let's come over here. This is a serious thunderstorm. So let's come here. We're going to go underwater to our little home away from home. Right here, we're going to come in and we're going to get a blanket and we're going to go to sleep. So we're right here and let's get on the bed right here for a minute and then let's go. One, and we're asleep. There we are. Okay, yeah, that was pretty serious. That's a pretty serious thunderstorm. So here we are. Let's come out. I'm going to rise up. I just want to check on the Caledonian airship. It does have a lightning stick on it, but I just want to make sure that one of the wings didn't catch on fire or something like that. If it got struck by lightning, see, it has a lightning rod right there. And then the steampunk also, if I'm not mistaken, has a lightning rod, but I'm not sure about that. I thought it did, but it doesn't look like it does. Interesting. Okay. But it's fine. And we just wanted... Yay! Something is done. The nether mine. Oh my gosh. And that's another reason why we needed these kids. We needed some more scientists as well as cooks because we now have a new nether mine.
I can help you with that.
What is that you need? Black terracotta? Okay. Okay, so she needs a bunch of things still, including some mud, and those things will get worked out. Let's go. We're gonna, yeah. We're pretty lucky about that, and I think it's because, Mr. Villager, that we have these tall mountains, these arches, and they sort of protect the ships, even though the ships look like they're an easy target. So the last person who does not have a parent is Wallace. Poor Wallace. Let's go upstairs to the town hall. I'm going to try and see if I can find Wallace some parents. Hello. We're going to go up and see. Now, even some of these parents, some of these kids, they only have a single parent right now. We'll have to see if the other parent is actually a member of the community or was a tourist. And so that's one of the things we'll look at. But Wallace is right down here. So there's Wallace. Let me look and see if Walter, and let me look and see who has had kids. I think Walter and Bryn have had a child. Let's look. Yeah, they had Houston, and so they're set already. Nadia, they had Aiden. Aiden's a guard. We'd have to figure something there. And we have Rohan. We have all of these. Okay, so these are our new kids. Let's look for some of the women for a minute. So we're looking at children, people who have been born here. Nadia Addison now has a kid, and she's the only girl in that group. And we didn't get any girls. The one girl that we got from the group 4, Poppy, unfortunately got killed in an accident. And in this group, Camilla has a kid. And we're looking at group 6. That means that these other kids, their mothers are not, are tourists. And for Dax and for Jacob and for Houston, and it looks like for Wallace too. We can probably find Wallace dad in the city, and based on the people downstairs, who did I see downstairs? And yeah, poor Poppy. She was very smart and good, and she was one of the scientists, and it was really a shame to lose her. Let's see. And Addison is, if I'm not mistaken, Addison is the Undertaker. Is actually the Undertaker. We're going to get some women. We're actually going to invite the mothers of these kids to come and live here. And I just need one more dad. And what I'm doing is looking at a list of people. Let me look at the names of the people again. Just go through and see all the people who've had kids. People, for instance, like Derek. And let me see, Derek is Callan and Parnell's kid. Callan and Parnell's kid, Derek, he could. Why don't we do that? Derek, I believe, is working on owns the restaurant upstairs. So why don't we have Derek be Wallace's father? Tab, 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 and Derek. And so his grandparents, Callan and Parnell, are probably living in the university area. And Derek is probably commuting to the town hall from the university area. We're going to move him and Wallace into a house for the time being until we find the mothers. And we're going to come in. Hi, Jania. Yeah, I know Jania hasn't had any kids yet, and some of the others, some of the older ones, but they're actually some of our people who are just singles and aren't actually going to ever maybe have partners. We'll see. We had some people on the island who didn't have partners for years and years and then decided that they were going to. Cassidy and Jaden are here. And I think that I am going to move them someplace else. Right now, Ronald and Tinsley are out also, and Cassidy and Jaden. We're going to move them someplace different for a minute. Let's look and see who is Derek's parents are on the other side. Yeah, so they're not going to want to live here. But we'll move Derek into here for now. And so let's come down here. And that's the last of the kids. So Derek is right here. We'll move him in. And then we'll find Wallace and move him in. You don't hear that name very often, Wally. You don't hear that name. So that is most interesting to have that name. And yeah, so there we are. So they live here, and now I've got two couples who don't have a place to live. And I'm going in here for a minute. I'm going to see, I think all of these are taken on this side. I don't think I have any empties here. Let me look here and see. And I said that, and look at this. There is Leighton's in this room. Oh, because we moved him. Leighton, what are you even doing here? Let's manage housing. So Tinsley and Jaden. Tinsley and Jaden can be here. We'll move Tinsley and Jaden here. I'm going to have to, Leighton is a concrete mixer. I'm going to have to go and call him to his job. But yeah, so they can live here. Let's go upstairs. Because he used to live there, and that's why he's there. Flora and Allison are here. And across the way here, who's here? Nyla and Jacob are here. This is good. Okay, and let's come down. There's one more here. And who's in here? No one. Ah, perfect. So this is where Ronald and Cassidy are going to move in here. And Leanna has grown up and is ready to go to university. So we're going to have Leanna do that. And then we're going to start looking for mothers. We're looking for the mothers. Wally. Yes. Wallace. Wally. That is his name. So wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Amber. Where was I going? Oh yes, I know. I need to get Leanna into school. So let me look here. Leanna is Daxton's kid, and Daxton is the new farmer. And so they're living on the residential level. This is not bad for the kids to commute. So it's not a bad commute for them when they're teenagers. They don't care. And we're going to come in here. And this is manage workers. And so now Leanna is in school. Dun, da, da, da. So now I think Jillian just has 2 more students left. And there they, oops, who's that? Oh, everyone's moving. Where are they going?
Off to bed I go.
Yep. They're going home. They absolutely are going home. And everyone's starting to go home now for the night. And you misclicked a trap door from a wardrobe. Oh, okay. I'll go back and fix it. There goes Houston right now. Houston, where are you going? Wait, I thought Houston was living with... Oh, we don't have Houston and Nova living anywhere. Wait a second. Yes, we do. How's he going? Is he actually going this way? Hold on. Let me do this. Yes. There's Max. Max is going home. Look what Max has in his hand. Oh, he has lichen. Houston lives down here. He moved back in with his dad's and with his daughter. No, with his son. Let me make sure I haven't messed that up. Let me make sure I haven't messed that up. I bet I did. I bet I messed it up. Let's look and see. Let's see. They're living here. Oh, I moved them out. That's right. I moved them down into their own house. I don't want them to be. There's enough room for the 3 of them to live here, and I think I'd rather do that. So I'm going to move them back. So this was Camilla, This is Camilla. Oh, I see the mistake I'm making. No. I am actually making a mistake. This is Kingston living here with his dads. Houston is someone else's kid. And just right quick, let me go up here. I am making a mistake. Houston is, just a second, is Walter and Bryn's kid. And they absolutely, Houston absolutely needs a place to live because there isn't room in Walter and Bryn's house for Houston to move back in with his daughter. Now, if Walter and Bryn wanted to move into one of the family homes while she's growing up, or while he is growing up, is it Novo? I think it's Novo is growing up, they could. Let's come back here for a second. So it's Houston and Nova. And so let's come down here and let me see if I have any house left. I have Derek and Wallace living here. I know Arya and Cain live here. Arya and Cain, and their son was Marcellus. I'm going to have to move them out if I don't have any room. So where is this in relationship to the stair? Right there. Let me see if I have some room. Let me see if there's room. And there's Adeline, Peyton, and that family living here. And here is Ermias and his family living here. And here is Jacob and Leanna. Houston is going to live here in this house. We're going to move this couple out. Their kid is grown up. Arya and Cain's kid is Marcellus, and he's grown up. So let's manage the housing and unassign them. And then let's move, let's move Houston and Nova into this house. And then we'll look for the mothers. There's Nova, and let's see if we can find Houston. Let's see. Houston and Kingston. That's who I was getting mixed up on. Yay, there he is. Okay. All right, so this is their house now. And so that takes care of them. What time of day is it? It's nighttime. Let's go to the thing. Weirdly, this storm only increased your wish to return to your golden sea days and restart the new underwater facility. You don't know what one thing relates to the other. Yeah, no, it's the thunder on the seas. It's storms on the high seas. I can see, I beg your pardon, I can actually see the connection. I do. This increased a lot more, and you planned a new facility model. Yes. Yeah. All right, so this is Town Hall. Let's go to the tavern and see who's here. And let's see if we can find women. We're looking for, oh, it's a visitor.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. This is actually a visitor from, wow. This is actually a visitor from the island, visiting without his mate, who is Emmeline. Nathan is, he must be doing a business trip because he's actually on the island. That is exactly his name from the other island. And look at this, let me see. Oh, look who's back. Tamamo is back. Tamamo Nome is back, and this is one of our visitors, and who is a regular visitor, an importer-exporter. And here are some other people. I'm going to put the names up for a minute so I can see. Sorry, Felipe. Sorry. We're looking at
Good day to you,
ladies. This is Helen, and let's look at the stats. And let's see, there's some good stats. Wow. There's a creativity, and there's a Cressy. You know, we're going to take her. We're actually going to take this person right here, Helen F. Cressy. So let's look at her. She has good. And remember those sunflowers, Zaf? That's what she wants. She wants sunflowers. So Helen F. Cressy. She's the first Cressy, I think, that we have here. But we'll check later and see if there are any other Cressys here. But she is now a member of our community. And I am going downstairs and get her a room in the tavern right quick. So let's get her a room. And there she is. Kane and Arya are also, don't have a room yet, but we'll let them stay where they were for a minute. Yeah, it is funny. It actually is. So let's come back. There's somebody there. Let's come back up. There was someone else, a couple other people. Let's see who this is. This is Scarlett. We don't have a Scarlett, and we don't have a Compline. Let's see if she has some stats. She doesn't, so she's just visiting. And I did see another, but she has gone away, I think. Yep. I don't see her right now. So yeah, we're not going to take Tamamo. And let's come down here and see. I've got to find a room for the other two people. Why don't I just put them here for right now? Who don't? Kane and Arya. We're going to put them here for right now. The Fletcher and the Beekeeper. And they are a family. And there is a Peyton back here.
What can I do for you?
A couple Peytons, but if she has the stats, which she doesn't, so we don't have to worry about it. So we're going to have to wait for another ship to come in, but we did get one. We got Helen Cressy, and I'm going up to the book, and we're going to look. There's Nathan in his beautiful clothes. Wow, he was dressed really nicely. But we're going to go up here to the book. And we're going to look and see where she fits in and see if we can figure out whose mom she is. So let's come to the people. And her name is H, Helen. And there she is right here. And look, Helen and Houston are right here. Should we do it? Should we do it? We could do it. So what would she do? She could chef for him, and they'd be a chefing couple. Why don't we do that? Why don't we see about doing that? Let's come down. Let's see if her skills are going to match to work in his restaurant. Helen and Houston. Or we could have it be Daxton. And wait, let's see if we want it to be Dax. I know. I'm sorry. Let's come over here because Dax also needs someone. And let's see. It depends. It depends on how it works out. So let's come here and let's look. Let's go here. Let's go to cooks and let's look. See, that's what I thought. So their creativity is really high. Hers is. Her knowledge is not so much. Let's look at his. His knowledge is down also, so the two of them, but his adaptability. Now he's a kid, so he's going to grow more into his skill. She is not going to grow anymore. And I think she is going to be with, I know it's so weird, but I kind of like Helen and Houston being together, even though I just looked at that. I know there's something about Helen and Houston and Nova. I think I like it. So let's go and see if, let's go down and see where Houston's living. And let's go down there. Jania is still waiting for some things. And you're saying that your theory is becoming true. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're going to go all the way down and see if Nova is still in school. Why don't we take the school stairs down? There we go. Is he still? Adeline's still in school, and Nova still is in school. Excellent. So Helen is actually going to be. So now I just have to find where I put them. And this is Leanna and Jacob. So we still have to find Leanna's mom. And this is Camilla. Camilla's the mother here. And this is Adeline and Addison. Oh, we don't have a dad? We'll have to look for the dad there. And poor Nova. Nova's doing fine. And here is his mother. So his mother is right here, and let's go up, and his mother and father are going to work together. That she's a chef. She wanted to come here and be a chef, an underwater chef. She thought that was really cool, and she just loves the idea of all these science people being here, and she loves being in this exciting environment. And so she is going to work right here. Nova's fine. Nova and I think that was Adeline are still in school, so they're not alone. And hello, Houston. Houston, someone has come to help you. And so we'll say that Houston and Helen worked when she was visiting. She came, and we're going to hire her right here. So now he has an assistant chef. So let me see. So see, these recipes here can now be made by her. She can make all of these recipes that we put here. Remember when we were experimenting and looking and seeing what we could put for them. So she will be able to make those dishes, and they are going to be good together. She'll be here in a minute. And but it looks like they don't like too much each other. Well, we'll find out. As a matter of fact, let me see. Are people going home? No. It takes time for them. There she is. She's right there. And there she is. And she's coming down. And hi. And there she is. And and there they are. So they are here. Am I going to have to put in some... what's on the other side of this? One of these. Do I want to put... let's take this out for a minute, and this, and let's get a trap door. This is a deep slate. Let's get a deep slate trap door to go here. Trap. Architect. architect cutter. Let's get deep slate P. This is polished deep slate that I'm looking at. There's no question about it. And let's make a trapdoor there so that they don't keep going over the cabinet. So let's put this down, and let's put this in, and let's make a trapdoor. And there it is right there. And take that up, and let's put it right here. Oop, squish down, and there it is. Okay, so there's the trap door for that. And we'll just have that be there. And there we go. All right, so let's take these away. I keep walking past all the stashes and stuff and not doing anything about that. All right, so there's Journey. That looks like Brett and Chase coming down. There's Atticus. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and so now we have Helen and Houston. So I'm going to do that. And Helen, E-L-E-N. Okay, and so they are living, they have their house, they have all of that. Let's see what's going on here. She started working on this yet? Probably not. I'm going to check and see what it is that she needs. How much time? And we actually have to wait for a new set of people to come in on a different ship in order to get some more people, because there's only one tavern here. At the island we have more than one tavern, so we have more people to choose from, but here we only have the one. And I think that everyone is still going to be here.
Good day to you.
Skip. Let's look and see what she needs. She doesn't need a lot. How much of what she needs? Has she gotten anything yet? Yes. So see, she's gotten a lot of stuff already. Look at all of this has been brought to her already.
How's the work going?
So she's still waiting for concrete. And that's one thing that we're going to do right now. Let's call Leighton in. We're going to call Leighton to the concrete mixer shop. And before we do that, we're going to ask for 64. Let's ask for concrete. ET. Look, can I find the white? There it is. Let's ask for 64, 128. 28, which is 2 stacks. So we'll request that. And now let's go down to the concrete mixer and call him to work. How do I know he's not at work? Because they never are. Concrete mixer is never at work. One of these days he's going to be at work and I'm going to faint. Absolutely. Totally. Ta-da. Okay, what time of the afternoon is it? Let's see. I'm going to make him come to work. There he is. Just so he has to go home from here. So there he is, and he needs to ask for stuff so that he can start making concrete. We do have a crusher and we do have a sifter. So we have the people who can make sand and gravel and things like that. Get those things. So those things can absolutely be made. Let's look here and see how much concrete we actually have in the shop, in the warehouse. TE. So we do have white. We probably have enough for Jania for what she needs, but she might need some more. And so it's just a matter of her getting delivery. Look at the white concrete stairs. We have a decent amount of those. So we'll see what happens in the morning about getting some of that delivered. In the meantime, let's try one more time. And I'm looking, and I've got Addison having a kid, and I don't have one of the guys. So Addison doesn't really get a chance to see a lot of the men because she and Gemma work on the surface. And so probably the only people that they do see, Aubrielle is stuck. If we look at the map, we can probably see her stuck, not there. Let's look at this map. Sometimes when they're stuck, you can actually see them moving back and forth. I have to get out. So we're going to come right here. I'm going to save and quit to title. It's the only way to fix it if they get stuck like that. The city has 75 people now, and that's one of those things. You think that the corridors 1 by 2 are big enough, or it's too suffocating. I like them that way. You already had complaints about the wide corridor inside the warehouse. Interesting. That's curious. Let's do single player. Let's come to Tana again. And we'll come here. What happened exactly? One of the guardians was stuck. She was not moving in place. And that means that something's happened with Java. And so I have to get out and get back in order to fix her. See, she's gone. And that's her right here. Aubrielle was just standing there and she was trapped. She couldn't move. Okay, so we were talking about Addison and who Addison would see. And the people Addison would see, who was in her class? Was Chase in her class, or was Chase? Yeah, Chase. No, Aiden. Yeah, Aiden, Elijah. Now, Elijah is in a different area. I don't think Addison and Elijah will work out, but Chase would be good because Chase is one of the submarine drivers. And I think that will be a perfect match. Let's have Chase be, let's come down here to 6, and we'll have Chase be Adeline's father, Chase. He is the submarine tech, and it's Chase Alessandro Clerk. So Alessandro is his father. So Chase is her dad. So that is who Addison is with, and that makes sense because of where Addison works. Addison works up here. We're going to go up to her work right now and see. Now, she's not the only one up here. Gemma is up here. Gemma actually works in the extension, the surface extension to the university, and then Addison works here. This is Addison's area right here, where she is when it's not nighttime. But if I'm not mistaken, it should say that Addison is here. She is. Okay. So, yes. So her partner, Chase, is a submarine specialist. So they both are kind of loners, but when they come together, when they come back and they have time off, they like each other's company. Gemma is here. Gemma runs this. This is one of the things Jania is going to start working on, is getting this finished. These two buildings finally finished, but we need Jania to do the other first. So just a second. Oh, you meant Mixassa's problem. Ah, yeah. Maximum time to grow up. But usually if they have food, they grow up in an hour maximum. Yeah, and that's the thing. So they can grow up really quickly. I'm not interested in them growing up quickly. I want them to grow up slowly. And I know there's research in the university for them to grow up, and that's one of those things. So let's go. So we have Derek, Jacob, and Dax. We need 3 more women still. And so let's see if a new ship came in. There's Everleigh. Everleigh is Dax and Jacob's mom. And that's the Peyton that we looked at. Aw, of Rosalind. Oh my God, wow. That's scary. That's pretty close. Wowee. Let's see if she is going to stay. Unfortunately, she's not. She's not interested. She is a tourist, but she's a new tourist coming in. We won't forget that name. And Scarlett we looked at. Tamemo is there. Dorio and Ezra. So we don't... Briar.
What is it?
Hello, Briar is new. And there's some numbers. There's some good numbers. There's a creativity. Not a lot of knowledge. Where's knowledge? Knowledge is like that. We're going to take Briar as well. Briar is expensive, but we are going to take her.
You are so wise.
Is an avid guard, and while fighting against hordes of zombies and stuff, she heard about a colony which could use a little help against raiders. I don't know that you're going to be happy here, Briar. I don't know that you are. Who are you going to be with? Jacob is... I'll have to figure out what Jacob's doing. Daxton, I know, is a farmer. And yeah, that was cool, their clothing, yes? Dax is a farmer. And Jacob is what? Let's just go ahead and take her. And then
Good day to you.
We will... Let's get her downstairs into an apartment, and then we'll see whose partner she actually is. And then we'll move her. So let's come here, and let's put Briar there. Briar's name is Adelberg. So Briar is one of the new people. B-R-I-A-R. B-A-T-T-I-L-B-R-G-H. Okay. And we're going back. Let's see. I put her there, right? Yes. Okay, so she is now going to be here for the night. Let me see. It's not copying, it's inspiration. If what? You're pretty sure... hold on a second. I wonder if you could change this time in the settings. Oh, you're answering Mr. Villager. Yeah, you're answering Mr. Villager. Yeah. Ezra, you were making notes? Wait. Let me go back to him. Is he still there? I can go back and look. Hold on. There's Ezra. This is Ezra right here. And he is dressed really nicely. That's Ezra right there. That's who Mr. Villager was saying was dressed very smart. And he does. He's got on good clothes. He definitely does. And who is this now? This is Rose and Peyton. And we looked at them. And upstairs, one last time, let's come up. And there's Briar. Briar, why are you still up here?
I'll take care of it.
Are you one of us? Yes, she is. Because I think I can't do that with them.
Great to see you.
Unless, oh, there she goes. She just went to bed. And this is Scarlet, I think.
Good to see you.
Yes, it is Scarlet. All right, so we're done for now. We'll have to come down. And let's see. So the two people who are left are Derek. Nope, we have three people left. Derek, Jacob, and Daxton. And it's Jacob who I'm not sure what he's doing. So let's come over here. I think Jacob's the one who remained in the family home where Daxton and Jacob grew up. They grew up here. Let's see who remained. And we've got Dax here, and Dax is an assistant cook. Dax, how can you be an assistant cook? Aren't you the cook? Or are you the assistant cook at the... Oh, how interesting. So I still need a cook there. Let's see if Briar wants to be a cook here. No, Dax is someplace else. He's an assistant cook. I'm going to have to find out where. And this is Derek up here, who's a cook. And let's look and see his right here. We're going to have these couples, these cooking couples. Adaptability, nope. And creativity for Briar, and that's correct. And yeah, why don't we have Briar be with Derek? And Derek is whose kid? Derek is Callan and Parnell's kid. Where are Callan and Parnell living? I'll have to find... Ah, that's right. That's why we moved them downstairs into housing, because they couldn't. So let's have Briar be the mother of Derek's kid. So Derek and Briar, B-R-I-A-R, are Wallace's parents. And let's go downstairs and let's get her in the house with Derek and Wallace. And there's Briar coming to work. We're going to have to check on whether they have stuff in a minute. I think if you are in a certain level in the colony, the male unemployed can wear the same coat as the teachers. Interesting. That's curious. Yeah. Let's go all the way down to residential, because Briar doesn't have a place to live with her family yet. She's not in with her family, so we'll find her family and we'll put her in. So Wallace is her kid. This is Helen and Houston and Nova living here. And let's see who lives here. This is Derek and Wallace and Briar. So Briar is going to move in here. Let's see if we can find her name. Let's come back up to the top for a minute. And let's try that again. Briar. I probably shouldn't have placed her in the shop, but it was okay. She's right there. So there is this family. Dun, 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 dun. So we have an assistant cook, a cook, and they are a cooking couple as well. And there we go. So now we have only Dax and Jacob who need someone. Let's see something here when I'm here. I want to see, let's look at housing. Let's look at Dax and Jacob. I want to see what they do for a living. There's Gemma, Cassidy, Tinsley, and I'm going to have to get them into a house, but we're looking for Dax and Jacob. I'm almost positive that Dax is a farmer. There's Jacob Atherton, and that's him. He's a farmer. Oh, he's the farmer. Okay. I thought it was Dax who was the farmer. So what is Dax doing? Dax is an assistant cook. Is he the assistant cook I just made for Peyton? Is that who he is? Let's look here. Kingston's there. Let's look at all the people here. Let's look here. The assistant cook. Nope, we don't have one. There's Peyton. It looks like Peyton's by herself here. And Peyton, are you out of food again? Or did you give all the food away? Do you keep giving the food away? Or you keep using it all? Okay, and without an assistant, she has to be provided for. So here we go. And let's see. Dax. We're going to do the fishies. We're just going to go ahead and do this and do those. And there
I'll take care of it.
Yes, you will.
Good to see you.
I'm glad to see you too. And let's put these two in, and she can feed everybody. Okay. So I still need to find where Dax is. So Jacob and Leanna are here, and it is, I need someone for the, no, how? No, no, not Everleigh. Oh my God. How? How did she die? Oh, shoot. All right, let's find out where she was. No. Blasted. -113. All right, here we go. Let's find out. -113. -1,302, 61, 1576. What the? How? Oh my God. Okay, so let's find out where -113 is, first of all. Look where we are. -112. She's literally right here somewhere. -113. Let's come up here. And Addison is saying she can't recover her. -1302. 1302 is right here. 1302. 1302. Wait, is over here. 1302. Let's drop down. 61. And then 1576. 15 is this way. Let's see where 1576 is. 1576. Nope, I'm going the wrong way. 1576. 1576. Uh-oh. Let's see where 1576 is. 15... See where I am? 15... What? Hold on. Let me look at that again. That is saying 1576. 1525. No. 1576 is this way. Let's come over here. Okay, so we see it's here. 76, it's here. 75, and then 1302. These are going down, so let me see what we're looking at. 1302 is in this direction here. Let me see, 13, which is, I just picked up her stuff. What the hell? Is this, who is this? What is this right here? What's that? Oh no. Is that the concrete, the top of the concrete mixer? She went to the top of the concrete mixer and she couldn't get out. I believe that... Wait, what is this right here? This is the mechanic. How in the world? So you see that? It's the mechanic, it sure is. When I got here, I picked up her stuff right here. So what happened was she popped out. She was probably doing some magic. So they can teleport, but she miscalculated and she ended up under this rock and she couldn't get up and get air. No, Everleigh. So Everleigh is like the second guard. She's actually the first archer and the second guardian who we ever had. So she is going to definitely be mourned. She has a family. She just got new great-grandchildren. And or grandchildren. I think those are her grandchildren. Oh my God, and poor Case, her partner, and her two sons, Dax and Jacob, are her sons. Everleigh is the one who fell in love with Dax and Jacob and decided to ask Case if they could raise them because she loved them so much. Man. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts, and that's not even war. I mean, we're not at war or anything, you know. So I know that when there's wars and stuff, a lot of people get lost. But man, oh man, it's really difficult sometimes. Okay, so we will have to, someone else will have to replace her as far as a guardian is concerned. She was first archer, so we'll have to look and see who's going to take her place as first archer. And her stuff, what do I want to do? This is always hard. I think for right now, I'm going to put her stuff in her house with her family. I think we have some cabinetry and stuff. Let me see if we have some dressers upstairs. I think that the kids and would all appreciate just being able to have some memories of her for a little bit. We'll put the food back and just have her be there for right now. So yeah, so that's her family all asleep right now. You don't understand why she went out. I don't either. Let's go down to the mechanic. I want to see something. I want to see where she thought she was going and why she would have gone out. A lot of times they shortcut, especially the guards. They like to shortcut. And they got Brooklyn to give them a potion so they can shortcut, an incantation, so they can shortcut. So based off of where she died, this is where it was. She was up there. Why was she up there? What did she see? She must have seen something, because we don't have anything on top of them. This is where is he? This is Elijah right here, but he's next door, and she wasn't in between. See, the numbers don't match. She was at 61, and these numbers are much lower, and even Elijah's place is not within the zone where she was. So she was actually at Jamina's. She was actually at the mechanics, and for some reason she went upstairs into this area for some reason, and I don't know why. Maybe she heard something and she thought there was something up there. Oil tank for the submarines. Ah, yeah. She heard something up in these rafters, and I wonder what it was. Here's Kimberly. Kimberly, and wait, I made a mistake. So Kimberly is actually first archer. Everleigh is second, actually. And I think Everleigh might actually even be a druid. Let me just look for a minute while I'm talking about it, since I just made that mistake. I was thinking about Kimberly when I said that, but Kimberly, it wasn't Kimberly. Nonetheless, it was Everleigh, and Everleigh was in fact the one who wanted the kids and who asked her partner Case if they could raise the kids together, and he said yes. And I'm trying to see if she was druid or if she was an archer. If I can find her right quick. I know that she came in pretty early on, but I don't see. There she is. She is a druid. And yeah, and Jacob and Dax are her kids. And okay, so unfortunately she is not going to get to, she at least got to see, I think, one of them. She got to see them. She got to meet her grandkids, at least. But that is interesting that they had the grandkids before she was lost. And that's very curious. So hold on a second. Hold on for a minute, because I can't see chat for just a second. Let me put this down for a minute. And let's go back here. Mixasa is saying they designed the mechanic as a submarine shop garage. Not sure of the word to use. That works for me. And yeah. So it's just one of those things, and this is why I get concerned when I see them walking in certain places. I'm going to let the food go. And I'm going to put these 2 pieces of iron I've been holding forever down in the warehouse. Well, why don't I do it the right way? I'm just going to put them in a stash. I'm going to stash them, and then the courier will pick them up and take them to the warehouse. So why don't we do that? And it says that Kingston's going to come along and take them. So she didn't get a chance to meet Dax and Jacob's partners. That's the thing that she didn't actually get a chance to do, because their partners haven't come back yet. So they were interested in visitors, and we have to wait for the visitors to return. and see who it was, who was their partner. And I'm just going to look. Oh, Ximena.
Okay.
This is a new person, Ximena. And she has some decent numbers. She has good numbers. Kolanowski, what does she want?
Yes.
Hi, Ximena. Why don't we take Ximena? This is not too bad. We have another person now. And we have another mine, at least a level 2. So we're going to take Ximena. She's going to, let's put her in some housing so that she doesn't go all the way to the ship. And there she is. She'll come back and get a room. And Juniper just came in.
What can I do for you?
Let's look at Juniper. And let's see. She's just a visitor. And we're not taking her right now. Let's come upstairs. And I'll have to check on her. And that is Dahlia.
'Tis a fine morning.
Yes, it is. Let's look here. She also wants sunflowers, but she's not staying. Okay, so let's come over to where I put Ximena. I think it's Ximena. Yep, and let's get her name for a second for the list. And error. XimenatKolanowski. Kolanowski. And let's see whose parent who she belongs with. And so let's go to the village. Sometimes when you look at the types of detailing, you feel like you're losing your building skills. Oh, well, if you're comparing with Miksasa and Matlam, yeah, I mean, that's next level, absolutely. And so, yeah, it could feel like that. And this, I think that this is actually Mubian. Let me look and see who this is for a second, who did the steampunk, because those are really beautiful. And let's see who it is for this. Underwater base. And Byzantine is Spumanti, who did the school, but steampunk is Motionless Train. It is Mubian, I thought so, and Yalukovi. So, and think about that, Mr. Villager. There are 3 people who designed steampunk. Matlam and Miksasa are designing the underwater base. And that's one of those things. So let's go up here for a minute. I'm going to go in. We're going to look for our new people for a minute, and let's see. So we just got Ximena, so we know she's down at the bottom. We have a lot more issues on your current style, which is a prequel to the underwater, and you have less ideas of how to decorate. Interesting. It is hard, isn't it? And when you're doing it from scratch, it really is difficult sometimes. So we have who doesn't have a partner? So now we just have Dax and Jacob. So Jacob is the farmer, and Dax is a chef. And so let's look. If Dax is a chef, that's interesting to me. I'm going to have to look at that and see who he's chefing for. Let's do Ximena. Let's have Ximena and Jacob be together. I don't know what that's going to mean. It might mean that Ximena... let's see. Hi, Ximena. You're here. Why are you here? I didn't call you. You do have a place, but you don't have a job yet. Okay. Let's look at Zamina for a minute. I want to see her skill set. Let's go to, I'm looking at some of the things here. I see knowledge is up high. Let's go look and see if she actually is going to take place in the science, with the scientists, the International Science Facility. So let's come down. Let's go here. That would make sense. And we'll see what's going on. So Adeline is ready to go to university now, and I believe that that is just going to leave Nova as the last person. Let's come over here. Let's look at the science lab for a minute and let's see what's going on. And when we look at the science lab, I'm going to see Parnell also. I'm going to see if Parnell has someone working for her. Because I have an assistant cook and I don't know where they are. Let's come down to Kingston. There's Kingston and his assistant cook. Let's come over and let's come to the science lab. Let's see who we have. So we have Marcellus is here and Aubrielle. We could have Zamina be here with them, depending. Let's look at workers. These are druids, and all of them should be druids. We should not have any, yes, we have all druids. And let's look at Zamina, 27, that's good. Oh my gosh, she's actually a scientist. She's actually a druid. So this is Zamina right here. And I'm going to mark her as a druid. I'm going to put her with Jacob. And so what happened was that the farm country is very attractive, is right outside. Somebody's laughing at that. Is right outside of where these scientists are. Hi, Marcellus, I'm sorry, it's Marcellus. Right outside of where this science facility is. So they see these farmers every day. And so Zamina apparently saw Jacob and thought he was most interesting. And just for a second, let me see here. You found that designing, yes, I'm looking at chat for a minute. We have a lot of issues on our current style. And McSass is saying, I think the key to decorate is just to answer and ask questions how the citizens are living here. Yeah. And it's, yeah. Are they able to take care? Yeah. And that's kind of like what we do. So that is the thing. So Jacob actually works right here, right down this hallway here. And he is the new farmer right here. And he's actually working in the upstairs field, it sounds like. Sure enough, he is pulling tomatoes. And so this is excellent, excellent. So Zamina is a scientist. He essentially is too. All of our all our farmers are actually scientists. And who's that? Who's that? Oh, it's Paisley. Hi, Paisley. Paisley. That's interesting. Paisley's like, what? You chose Zamina? Paisley's going, why did you choose Zamina? I love you. I think that's what's happening there. Let's go find Dax. I've got someone, yep, there goes Paisley. Let's find Dax. Paisley's off from work. She's out of uniform. So she is not working. She's one of the druids. And we've got a bunch of druids who are off work on vacation. These are our students right here. And I believe that Dax is back here. But let's see if that is true. Let's come here and look and see, because where is he? And sure enough, this is where he is. Now this is Parnell here, and Parnell is partnered with someone already. Parnell and Callan are partnered together, and Dax is so what I'm going to do, let me look at the people for a minute. I've got Dax here. I've got, who's the other one? I've got Briar. And I think I don't want to. I think I'm going to, Dax and Leanna are living in another area. I think I'm going to move Dax to a different location to be in a restaurant, and let's see what our choices are going to be. This is the builder shop right here. Let's come down this hall. So we have Parnell here. That's a long commute for Dax, actually. Well, not that long, but it kind of is. Let's look at Dax. Leanna's already in school. Why don't we do this? I don't do this very often, but we're going to do this. That Leanna's mother hasn't come yet, and Leanna should be in university. We're going to have Leanna and Dax move into housing here. And let's look here and see if she is in school yet. There's Addison, and Nova is grown up. So Leanna, it was already here. And so let's have Leanna and live where her dad lives. So her dad lives in this area, works in this area. She's going to school in this area. So we'll have both of them have little apartments. They're not going to live together, except that they're going to share community housing. And we can put both of them into this place with Yusef. So why don't we do that? So Yusef is here. Let's put Dax here and Leanna here. So we're looking for Dax. We're looking for Leanna. Did I pass? I see all the other kids. So there's Leanna. We'll put her here. Let's go up again because it does it by what's close. Dax is pretty close here. So maybe he will come up as one also who wants to live here. And sure enough, there he is. So that makes a big difference in where they live. And it's just going to be father and daughter. And they're going to live here. So there's Dax. It must be nighttime. You're going home. And yep, everyone's coming home. Look at it. There they go. Everyone's coming home and going. And this is a little thing that Kiyoshi and Brooklyn do practically every night. They love talking to each other and meeting each other in the hall and exchanging information. And they have fun doing this. And then they go home, and Kiyoshi picks a room here, and Brooklyn actually lives with Max in this house right here. And remember, we still have some work to do on this house, but it's looking okay for now. They're okay. Okay, how do you feel about you felt during the developing? He's talking to Mixasa. Okay, in chat. They're talking about making styles, actually. And so we did it. Dax and Leanna are going to be on their own, and everyone else is here. Now we could check one last time, maybe, and see if we can find someone, but I don't think so. And we'll see. So we've got people here. Do I want to go out? Yeah, let's go out. We are pretty happy and even a little proud of what we did, but before we released it, you were a bit stressed on how it would be accepted by the community. Yeah. That always happens with some kind of design. I can imagine that would be a fear, that, you make something and nobody likes it. At the time you released it, the official answer of the devs when someone asked about an underwater style was, it's impossible. That's true. That they didn't think it was going to work at all, the original developers, and it was so wonderful when you succeeded in actually creating the style. So let's come here and let's see if we got any new kit. There's Dahlia. Oh, Hannah's new.
What is it?
Let's try just one more time and see if we can find... Nope, Hannah is not interested in being a scientist. She is just a tourist. And one more up here. We have Juniper.
What can I do for you?
We might have looked at Juniper. See, this is why I write them down a lot of times. Piper is new for sure. Hi, Jackson. But I'm sorry, I'm not taking any guys right now.
What is it?
Piper, let me see what you want. Whoa! Look at the dexterity and creativity and intelligence. Let's do this. I don't know what creativity is going to be fine. Let's go ahead and take Piper. She just moved over here.
I can help you with
take
that.
Piper right now. And she is now new. Let's see. It's nighttime. So let's quickly get her a room at the end so she doesn't go to the ship. And Piper is right here. Let's assign. So Piper is Daxton's woman, and Piper. And now we'll have to figure out. I have a feeling that Piper is going to be a researcher, and for the time being, that I'm actually going to assign her to research. I know I don't want her skills to disappear, so we'll actually make her a researcher in the library with everyone else. But with that skill set, we can't let her escape. So let's do that. We're going to come over here. Let's go to the university and let's add her as a researcher and see the day and what he's explaining, what he means. The day that they first posted pictures on Reddit, someone asked in the official Discord about the underwater style, and Mubian said it was impossible. Well, that sounds like Mubian. And when the other person gave to him the link, yeah, and Mubian wrote to you, and he was telling on Discord, I'm chatting with this person doing this dark sorcery. Oh my. Yeah, Mubian. So let's come here. Let's manage workers, and let's have Piper join. Now we could, because of where Dax is, We could have Piper. Look at our skill set. Let's look at the submarine staff. We only have 2 submarine techs. Let's go to the submarine techs for a minute and let's see if Piper is a good fit for a submarine tech. Let's go down and see, and we'll work on that. Let's come down here. Yes, there's 2 submarine techs. So when the people go out, 4 people go out, 2 techs and 2 scientists. Now the submarine techs are also scientists, but they only 2 of them go out at a time. And let's manage workers and let's look at druids. Look at them. Wait. That's not her. Oh, the mana is down. The mana is too far down for the fact that she is not a child. Chase is a child, so his mana is going to grow, but Piper will not. And so we can't use her. Look at Adeline. Look at Adeline having a 9. Let's see some of the other kids for a minute. So let's look at the kids since I'm here. Yusuf is a professor. Wallace has 8. Raylan has 6, 4, 2. I think the 9 is going to be the highest among the kids. So Adeline is Addison and Chase's kid. And Addison is whose kid now? She's at the top. She's Leighton and Peyton's kid. I don't know about that yet. We were just trying to see if Piper would fit in here. And she's not going to fit in as a submarine tech. So we'll try, we'll wait for some other kids to decide what they want to be. Let's see if she's a scientist for a minute. We'll come here. Let's come here and let's go to druids and let's look at Piper, and she still needs mana, so nope, so it's not. So she is going to do research. She doesn't have enough mana. She's pretty intelligent, she just doesn't have enough mana, so we'll do that. And so we'll bring her down here and have her get started doing research. Now the question is, do we want her to research here? And let's look at Piper. And she's got 6 here. She's not really a researcher. She really isn't. She's a crafter of some sort, and we'll find out. But for right now, manage workers, we're just going to have Piper be here with researching here. Oh, she is a researcher. Look at their intelligence. So this is where she's supposed to be. She's actually a professor. And she is one of the professors now at the university. Piper is, and her partner is Dax, who is an assistant cook with Parnell, and their daughter is living here. Wait. So she can live here too. So since they're all grown up, we could actually put the 2 of them in one of these places. Let me see if we have a place here that's empty. This is Callan and Parnell. This is their house. Callan and Parnell live here. He's laughing like, of course it's our house. Let's come up here and let's see who's here. This is Roland and Freya are here. And let's go upstairs here. And let's see who is here. Wait, there's no one here. This is an apartment. Okay, and let's go up one more and see if there's another apartment here. These are both apartments. Okay, so we only have the 2 family houses so far in this area. And so yeah, that's the end of that. And I would have to make another family home in this area for them. But for the time being, why don't we go ahead and put them together? How many people can live here? 3 of 4. So let us have, who are we talking about? Piper. Let's have Piper move in here. So Piper and let's look and see, and Dax are actually a couple, but they do not have a house yet of their own in this area. They're just living in one of the communal houses. What do you think about the idea of having an alternative for every build? Oh my God. That's intense, Mr. Villager. That would be really intense. I can understand housing because you have to make more. You're expected to make more than one house. But wow, the cameras are turning and spinning so fast that you get lost in the scenario. Okay, I'll slow down. So let's do this. So let's see who that is. There's Wallace. Wallace is going home because everyone's going. No, Wallace is going to work. And so is Leanna. They're going to school. They're still at school. And they're headed to university. They're not headed to university. Where are they going? They must be going to get food from someplace. McSassa is saying that he wanted to add more alternative housing and probably another guard tower. You have 2 guard towers, actually. You actually have 2 guard towers. I think 2 guard towers is pretty good. And let's see who we have here. So this is Marcel, Angel. And let me look at Marcel's stats now. Let's look at his agility. And one of the 2 of them is going to take over for Everleigh. More than likely. But we'll see. And there is Paisley. We have a guard tower, Everleigh's guard tower, that isn't there, and so we'll see. I think we were going to have Marcel, Kimberly was going to move Marcel into that guard tower right here as soon as he's ready. And he's not quite ready yet. Actually, he should stay there until this is ready for him. This is only a level 3, but this guard tower is across, I believe, from his mom. Let me look for a minute. Marcel Molina, yes, is across from his mother, who is the doctor, and his dad is a submarine tech. So that is where he is going to come to work. He's looking forward to it. And that's Marcellus. We got Marcel and Marcellus at the same time. There's Amina, our new young scientist, with Aubrielle and Marcellus. And that means that this is probably Alessandro coming. Yes, indeed. Old man Alessandro. All right. So I think that we are done for the day. I know that this is crazy, but it's already been 3 hours. You liked the apiary and have an alternative. You would have liked to have had an alternative for the apiary. You want that each player using the style to build it. Yeah, I like the apiary. Apiary is pretty. And as a matter of fact, Miksasa is talking about the apiary. Let's go down and look at it for a minute, because I think it's pretty cool, both inside and outside. And that's kind of what he's talking about. These markers on the ground are so that I can find the apiary in this area. Bonk. And let's look. And this door is open, which is interesting. It must have gotten warm. What time of day is it? It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This is where Yaz is. This is the new crusher, which is only a level 2 right now. But it's right here. And remember, we put in places to close the crusher off from the apiary, which is right here. What do you need? You need bottles. Okay. So that's something that we'll have to get. I think this is really a cool one. So all of the beehives are facing into where the bees can get flowers. The bees are enclosed because this is underwater and they don't want them to get hurt or damaged, so they can come in here. They have these little areas. See how I can get down here? I can open this door and go in and do something with the flowers, or if I wanted to add more bees or something like that. It can be done from those trap doors. I think that is exceedingly, you hear me? That word, exceedingly intelligently designed. And it just is great. And then this is the desk for him. I love the honeycomb lamp. I think that's so cool. And what I would, because I have the mod for it, phantom, and we're going to put a phantom light on top to make it look like the light is coming out of the top and the bottom. And so it looks like that. And that gives it that look. That is silent gear, having an invisible light that you can put on things. And yes, so the flowers are all inside in a strip, and the beehives are all together. And I just really love that. So it makes it look like the beekeeper can actually access the hives from behind. And I just think that is so cool. And so we have this door for the noise. This door is to keep out the noise of the crusher. But we're going to go outside and see. So I'm going underneath the cargo bay for the crusher. And I'm going around here because this is what he was talking about. And I don't know whether you saw, Miksasa, that we actually put in lights. Simply Light has a bulb and it's tiny, and we were able to use that bulb to make the eyes on the fish, on the honey fish. And I just love the idea of the honey fish, and I just think that's so cool, and this being their beehive. And that is just really, really amazing. And while we're here, I know that I said I was done, but we're in this area. Let's go down here, right here. And oh, I'm glad, yay! Now this is you can see Tana in this area here, and we're just going down here, and this is where we have the this area right here. This is the hallway for our there should be an entrance right here. Here it is. Look at this. Wow. This is a level 3. Look at the ship. So this is what Benedict, Max is actually building this out But because the ships are going to have to be built pretty soon, Benedict is going to come in and take over because Benedict is a better shipbuilder than Max is. Max is good at building magical buildings. So Max is going to put in look at this right here, which is going to be a huge nether doorway portal. And then the building right here, this is the level 3 of this building. So there is a lot going on. This is actually the nether mine right here. And it is deep underwater, but we do have some secret ways that we can get to it simply because it's close enough to this area. And now we have, there's one. There's red there, but I see this one. This is the guard tower at the university. I recognize it, and we can come up here, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we do not have someone to work that yet, and that is something that we're going to do the next time that we are in. But right now I have actually been in for 3 hours, and so I am going to say goodbye for now. I will be back. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I know this is the weird one when I have when I'm doing the people or the food or stuff like that, but believe it or not, that's the part that I really love. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Mr. Villager, as always, obrigado. Zaf, I guess you might have gone to sleep. It's late where you are. I know it's late where you are too, Mixasa. But I hope you all are going to have a good rest of your night and sweet dreams. Antio, Zaf, and Mr. Obrigado to Mr. Villager and to Mixasa, abientu, and I will see you all soon. And for all of you who watch after this stream is over, you are most appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, we'll be back. So here we go. Bye for now, everyone. Bye for now.